map. I have in here our principles. You know, you have your agency, obedience, teach, love, revelation, and push and challenge students, I think, is a good principle to have in your classroom. In our application, we have, you make students accountable for themselves, you give them the opportunity to experience and try new things, give them a safe place to practice. And with that one, I had D&C 50, 40, 41, and I just felt that was a good way to incorporate that. And in it, it says, "Behold, ye are little children, and ye cannot bear all things. Now ye must grow in grace and in the knowledge of the truth. Fear not, little children, for you are mine, and I have overcome the world, and you are of them that my Father hath given me." And with that, I just feel like that as a teacher that we are responsible for these children, and we get to help get them to where they need to be. And we also added D&C 5827, which just keeps them anxiously engaged, which makes a great deal of difference for them in their learning. I added in all the theories just so I have a good way to reference back to them and reminds me of what each theory is. What is worth teaching? You need to be able to teach good morals to all the students. It doesn't have to be gospel-based, but just as a good person, you need good morals. And really everything is worth teaching. That it shows and helps them grow as to become an adult and a productive person of society. How do I view and magnify those that I teach? You want to learn and get to know each person individually. And when you get to know them, you can help them with what they need and find the best way to help them progress and learn what is relevant to them and finding what works best for them as a learner. What motivates me right now is just being a student. I have a family, being a mother and wife. It adds a lot into how I do things at home and many things just in general. You have Matthew 5:14 through 16. You're the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill that cannot be hid. We are the light for not just our classroom, but our families. It makes a big difference. If we come over here, how do I learn? I like hands-on experience. Upon what foundation are U.S. public schools built? So far I have just the racism and injustice are a threat to democracy. I need to add more on that one. What is the role of school in society? Right now, again, I just have, you keep the poor poor and then keep the rich richer. What is the role of learning and teaching in the home? A child learns their culture in the home and their native language. They understand where their parents come from and how things work. So things in the home are a great influence on many children. The multicultural education. For a definition, I have a few different varieties in here. Education is different in cultures and how they can all be in one classroom. You meet and teach to individual needs. You always have language objectives for everything, read and write in the academic English. You need to figure out how to remove barriers. More than just the color of someone's skin, there's different levels of income. There are many ways that influences. You are improving and building on things as a teacher. You are evolving as well, so you need to be humble. You need to adapt to where kids are from and understand their culture. This one is when you have to study a little bit and see what they are doing and how life is at home, just so you can understand how their culture is. Like we've talked about in class, they're not making eye contact. It is because of their culture, not just because of who we are.